The 1950s were a time of innovation and optimism. But not all new ideas were good ones. Some so-called miracle cures of the era turned out to be dangerous disasters. Let's explore some of these misguided medical marvels and the lessons they taught us. First up, radium water. This radioactive refreshment was all the rage, promising to boost energy and health. The problem? Its main ingredient was radium, a highly radioactive element. People thought they were getting a dose of vitality, but instead they were sipping on a dangerous cocktail. Companies made wild claims advertising this hazardous drink as a cure-all. The result, radiation poisoning instead of the promised pep. This glowing example of false advertising shows that not everything that shines is beneficial. Next, we have the lobotomy procedure. Doctors use tools similar to ice picks to treat mental health issues, as if poking around in the brain was a simple fix. Patients often lost more than just their worries, forgetting basic things or losing their personalities entirely. By the 1960s, medical professionals realized that the human mind was far more complex than they had assumed. The lobotomy craze serves as a stark reminder that not all new medical procedures are improvements. Then there was thalidomide, a drug introduced to combat morning sickness in pregnant women. Initially hailed as a godsend, it soon became apparent that this wonder drug had devastating side effects. Babies were born with serious birth defects, turning a dream into a nightmare. However, this tragedy led to stricter drug testing regulations, ultimately making medicine safer for future generations. Lastly, let's not forget about cocaine-laced products. While less common in the 50s than in earlier decades, these potent potions were still around. Once seen as cure-alls for everything from headaches to fatigue, people eventually realized that putting cocaine in everyday products was not a good idea. This serves as a reminder that just because something comes in a fancy bottle does not mean it is safe or beneficial. The 1950s were indeed a time of big ideas and even bigger surprises in the medical world. While some of these ideas turned out to be harmful, they taught us valuable lessons about the importance of thorough testing, skepticism towards miracle cures, and the complexity of the human body. These misguided attempts at medical advancement paved the way for safer, more effective treatments in the future.